Hey, Turkey, I am your champion, by the way. Ring Magazine, I am your champion.
We don't give a f what you
Your
want,
Excellency, I am your champion.
Bro, we don't give a f, bro. I'm tired of hearing this. We don't give a f.
You gotta respect the origin.
Tensions exploded at the Fatal Fury press conference as Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez traded heated words, hinting at an inevitable showdown.
BCE.
Enough of this.
You guys are so boring. You guys are talking so polite to each other.
That's how we're keeping it.
You guys are all talking so politely, man.
We're gonna run that. Remember that. We're gonna run that.
Yeah,
I like it.
I ain't home, but like, bring it in. Bring it in. Y'all not even put the chip in yet.
Press conference for the highly anticipated May 2nd boxing event in New York took an unexpected turn when Ryan Garcia and Teofimo Lopez engaged in a heated exchange. Although they are not scheduled to fight each other that night, their interaction quickly became the center of attention.
Like, come on, pause, by the way, pause. But you have, y'all
damn,
All right, getting fired up, Ryan. Okay, I'm gonna end this.
nobody talk. It's crazy.
I'm gonna end this session.
After making his initial comments about his upcoming fight with Arnold Barbosa Jr., Lopez seemed unimpressed with the atmosphere at the press conference. He listened to the other fighters speak in a more composed and respectful manner, but occasionally reacted with groans or brief remarks into his microphone. His frustration boiled over when Garcia spoke, prompting Lopez to bring up his status as the ring champion at 140 pounds. This set Garcia off, as he shouted back, clearly irritated. He dismissed Lopez's comments entirely, emphasizing that no one cared about his accomplishments. Their brief confrontation ended, but Garcia made sure to imply that a future fight between them was inevitable. Later, when Garcia spoke about his mental health struggles, Lopez made an unexpected comment, admitting that he had dealt with similar issues. However, his tone quickly shifted to sarcasm when he mockingly applauded Garcia, laughing in his seat.
I've always had those problems. I mean, I don't know who else struggles with stuff like that, but that's just something I was struggling with, and I want to just show everybody that you could come back from anything, and I want to show my dedication to the sport and just be a true professional. I admit my wrongs, and I don't want anybody to, take my actions of drinking and smoking before the fight and try to, think that's a way to handle yourself as a professional. So I came here to change that.
Garcia, who is set to fight Rolly Romero in the main event, is coming off a tumultuous year filled with controversy. His last fight against Haney resulted in an initial upset victory, but the result was overturned when Garcia tested positive for a banned substance. This led to a 1-year suspension, forcing him to sit out the remainder of 2024. Now, with his return scheduled, Garcia is determined to change the narrative surrounding his career. Acknowledging his past mistakes, Garcia spoke openly about his struggles and his desire to move forward as a true professional. He admitted that his actions before the Haney fight, including drinking and smoking, were not representative of how a professional should conduct themselves. Now he is focused on proving that his victory over Haney was not a fluke and that he deserves respect in the sport.
So I came here to change that, and this is my first fight to get respect back and then prove everybody that it wasn't a fluke, and I'm ready to do it.
You inspire us all, Ryan.
I like it. You can always come back. Redemption can be found in the ring and that path to the ring. So I love that, and I love the professionalism. I actually like the laid back.
While Garcia is looking to redeem himself, his longtime rival Haney is also making his return on the same night. Haney will take on Jose Ramirez in the co-main event, with both fighters knowing that a victory could set up a much anticipated rematch between Haney and Garcia later in the year. Despite the controversy surrounding their last fight, Haney appears to be focused on his own path, refusing to dwell on the past. Haney's loss to Garcia, which has since been overturned to a no contest due to Garcia's failed drug test, was a difficult experience for him. He entered the fight against a clearly troubled Garcia who missed weight and displayed erratic behavior leading up to the bout. Despite these disadvantages for Garcia, Haney found himself overwhelmed in the ring, getting dropped multiple times before ultimately losing by decision. The aftermath was just as challenging. Once Garcia's drug test results came to light, Haney faced backlash for pursuing legal action to challenge the outcome. The boxing world, rather than rallying behind him, seemed to turn on him, leaving him to deal with the fallout largely on his own.
I don't want I feel like he got to get redemption. I feel like, again, they had it in their back pocket and they never answered this question. I said, how did your little brother know the whole time that supposedly I was going to test positive way before it even came out? They never answered that. That shit's weird. And one, I personally can't trust Victor Conte, but I can't say too much because, again, they try to sue me, bro. Like, that's why I can't really say nothing.
Okay.
They might sue me. I'm not even kidding. What?
Did they make you go to deposition for the lawsuits?
I said I'm not gonna give you a rematch unless you drop. See if they hold to their word.
But did you go to deposition?
No, I didn't go to nothing. I sent my lawyer, whatever.
Now, after taking a year off from the sport, Haney is ready to return, emphasizing that his time away was a planned break rather than a reaction to the Garcia fight. He used the time to focus on his personal life, including welcoming a new child into his family. But when it came time to choose his comeback opponent, he made sure it was against someone with a strong resume. Ramirez, a former two-time champion, presents a serious challenge, and Haney made it clear that he did not want an easy fight for his return.
Like I said I was going to. I wanted to spend some time with my family. I just had a baby, stuff like that. So I wanted to rest and recover, and I wanted to come back when I felt it was the right time. But when I came back, I wanted to fight the best fighters in the world. I didn't want to just face any regular Joe Blow. I wanted to fight a two-time world champion like Jose Ramirez, and that's why we picked him.
With both Haney and Garcia making their comebacks on the same card, speculation about a rematch continues to grow. Their first fight, despite its controversial ending, remains a significant moment in both of their careers. Haney, however, refuses to see it as a defining moment, instead choosing to move forward. He dismissed the idea that the fight exposed any weaknesses in him, maintaining that he was simply in the ring with someone who had an unfair advantage. Now he is focused on proving himself again, and he believes that moving up to welterweight will allow him to perform at his best.
And that Jose Ramirez is going to ask those questions, and you can answer them in the ring.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I fought somebody on PEDs, so that's how that fight was. But we move forward, and now as the world wants to see what Devin Haney's going to show up, and I'll look to give everybody all those answers on May 2nd.
While Garcia and Haney are looking to re-establish themselves, Lopez has his own ambitions. His upcoming fight against Barbosa Jr. is a crucial moment for him, but he has his sights set on even bigger challenges. He expressed interest in fighting the winner of the April 12th bout between Jaron Boots Ennis and Imanta Stanionis, but his ultimate goal appears to be a fight with Terrence Crawford. Arnold Barbosa Jr. is ready to step into enemy territory once again, confident that he can pull off another major upset when he faces Teofimo Lopez. Barbosa, who remains undefeated, is coming off a split decision victory over Jack Catterall in Manchester, where he secured the WBO interim 140-pound championship. Wasting no time, he is heading straight back into training camp to prepare for another major challenge, with his sights set on capturing both the WBO and Ring Junior welterweight titles from Lopez.
To junior welterweight, he's wanted this fight. Why hasn't it happened until now?
Why hasn't it happened till now? I mean, look, I'm just focused on fights, man. Just focus on big fights. I don't think Barbosa is that type, but His Excellency, they asked for the fight. They think that it's a great fight, lucrative fight for this card, and hey, what can I do?
Teofimo Lopez has established himself as one of boxing's brightest stars with impressive wins over Vasily Lomachenko and Josh Taylor. While Lopez expressed doubts about Barbosa being a high-profile opponent, he acknowledged that the fight was requested by higher powers. Recognizing Barbosa's strong Mexican fighting style and undefeated record, he reflected on his own accomplishments, noting that he won his first title at Madison Square Garden at just 15-0. Now at 27, he is prepared to defend his belts and prove that he remains at the top of his division.
Let's talk
He's
to Arnold
32.
Barbosa.
Hold on, wait, but he's 32-0. He just got an interim world title. At 15 fights, I got my first world title, and I won it at Madison Square Garden, and then became undisputed at 16 fights. And I'm only 27. How old is you?
It's been a long time coming for Arnold Barbosa.
32-0.
However, Barbosa dismissed Lopez's achievements, arguing that his opponent had been handed opportunities throughout his career while he had to earn every step of his journey. Pointing to Lopez's past victories, he claimed that both Lomachenko and Taylor were not at their best when they fought him. Now he is determined to take the Ring Magazine belt and show that he belongs among the division's elite.
You didn't give a fucking right answer, bro. You still you beat around the bush when they said, how come you didn't accept this fight back then?
To be real, I think
it's time. Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? Shout out to Top Rank, bro, for cutting the umbilical cord off and letting your ass crawl finally.
But I never fucking actually had that.
Hey, bro, you want to wolf and talk and you're big and bad, bro, fighting an injured Loma, injured Taylor, bro. Like
Injured
I'm
Taylor?
the
That's crazy.
yeah, bro. Come on.
Riding high from his recent victories, Barbosa believes that Lopez is facing him at the worst possible time. After shocking the boxing world with wins in Saudi Arabia and Manchester, he is confident that New York will be no different. He credited his father for shaping him into the fighter he is today, and emphasized that his success comes from hard work, not social media antics.
To be real, like, I ain't gonna be here to discredit none of y'all fighters. Y'all do y'all thing, but I'm the only real ring and WBO world champion in this bitch. I am that. All right?
You are the reigning champ, but we have an undefeated contender here.
Best believe that.
Arnold Barbosa, all you do is
I'm the
win.
only world champion sitting here right now. Only one.
You ain't no world champion, bro. You're fucking
damn
bum.
right. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I'm a universe champion, baby.
I'm exposed.
I'm a
bro.
universe champion.
I earn my shit. I earn my shit.
Universe
I travel.
champion.
I earn my shit. Hostile territory, bro. You get your shit given to you in a plate.
As the press conference continued, the conversation returned to Garcia and his upcoming fight with Romero. The two have some history, dating back to a sparring session nearly a decade ago. While Romero has used that session as a talking point throughout his career, Garcia brushed it off, insisting that there is no bad blood between them. However, Romero was quick to reject the idea that he had used the sparring story to gain attention. He argued that Garcia was not a major name at the time, so there was no clout to chase. Regardless of their past, both fighters are now focused on the task ahead, knowing that this fight is a major opportunity for them.
So you didn't have that extensive amateur background like everybody else up here has.
I mean, if I was cloud chasing, he would have had cloud. He didn't have cloud at that moment. He didn't have anything. So, but it's just sparring. We're gonna see in the real fight in the ring on May 2nd, and we're gonna make it a big fight. We're gonna make it one of the biggest fights in U.S. history, and that's for sure.
For Garcia, this fight is about redemption. He knows that his reputation took a significant hit last year, and he is determined to prove that he is serious about his career. He reiterated that he wants to fight the best in the sport, and that his past struggles outside the ring will not define him. He wants to show that it is possible to come back from adversity, and that his dedication to boxing remains strong.
I think just my experience and my overall abilities are just much better than his. I think he's going to come hard to fight because he's in a great opportunity, and he's confident against me. So I think we're going to see a good fight, but ultimately I'm going to knock him out.
On the other hand, Raleigh is confident in his abilities and believes this fight will be one of the biggest in U.S. boxing history. He pointed out that he has long outgrown the lower weight classes and is now fighting at his natural weight. He emphasized that their sparring session from years ago is irrelevant, as they will now meet in a real fight where it truly matters.
Everyone's talking about Ryan versus Devin rematch, but on the flip side, man, you can literally play spoiler and mess all of that up. Do you kind of feel like disrespected that people are talking about that right now and kind of maybe overlooking this fight with you and Ryan?
I don't care. They could rematch after me. I'll beat the shit out of Ryan and they could rematch. It's okay. I mean, Devin already got his ass beating, so Ryan gets his. Now they should be a little bit more, they should feel a little bit better.
Despite their rivalry, Teofimo Lopez expressed confidence in Ryan Garcia securing a victory over Rolly Romero, highlighting that Garcia has not entered the ring with this level of motivation before. Lopez suggested that Garcia may even make a change in his training camp ahead of the fight, but regardless of any adjustments, he believes the upcoming bout will be an explosive contest that will capture fans' attention. While backing Garcia to win, he also issued a cautionary note, emphasizing that Romero's punching power should not be underestimated. According to Lopez, if Garcia fails to respect Romero's strength, a single well-placed shot could change the entire fight.
I think right now they're probably going to announce a lot of fights to be finalized. That's my opinion on that. However, I think that it's a great matchup. I think it's a good storyline for Rolly as well. And I think they're going to fight at 47.
Yeah. Rolly's a big dude. Obviously he has that power. Ryan has that right hook.
Yep.
So who do you got?
I got Ryan. I got Ryan Garcia.
Why?
Yeah, I just think that from that fight and since then, he hasn't been fighting for that long of a period, and then being stopped the way he was. I think he might be changing trainers, or he might still be with Salas, but even then, but I think it's gonna be a great matchup. I think Ryan needs to be careful with Rolly's punching power, because Rolly still got power, man, and definitely could could do something to Ryan with those shots.
George Kambosos views the matchup as an exciting one, though he remains unimpressed by Romero as a fighter. He describes Raleigh as a clown and believes the fight will not be particularly difficult for Garcia. Kambosos expects Garcia to knock Romero out, but he acknowledges that Romero's physical condition looks strong in recent sparring sessions. While he still favors Garcia to win, he sees the fight as an opportunity to observe how Romero handles Garcia's power. He suggests that if Romero has made the right adjustments, he could have an edge that might not be immediately obvious. However, Kambosos leans towards Garcia as the likely winner.
As much as I've had my shit back and forth with Ryan, it'll be an interesting fight. Not style-wise, I think Ryan will probably knock him out. I think the lead-up is going to be fun. Rolly's, he loves to talk. He's not very smart. His IQ's not very smart, so I think it's going to be a funny lead-up. And we'll see in the fight, but again, they got history sparring. That always brings confidence. You see the sparring, Rolly looked good in the sparring sessions that they put out there. You don't know, that there, we might have an edge on him some.
Meanwhile, Showbiz the Adult shared the results of a poll he conducted among fans regarding the outcome of the fight. According to the poll, a staggering 95% of respondents predict that Garcia will knock out Romero. Showbiz expressed concerns about such a one-sided expectation, arguing that the best fights are those where fans are split on who will win. In his view, a matchup where nearly everyone anticipates the same result lacks the suspense and unpredictability that make boxing thrilling. While Garcia is the overwhelming favorite, he notes that fights often take unexpected turns, leaving the possibility open for Romero to defy expectations.
February 22nd card is so good, I don't know who wins any fight. I'm guessing Better BF, I'm guessing Shakur, but really, that's a good card when you have no idea who's going to win. I put up a poll, is Ryan going to KO Rolly or is Rolly going to KO Ryan? It was like 95% Ryan going to KO Rolly. That means it's not a good fight. That's not good. That's not good. When 95% says Ryan going to knock out something, then that's not good. You want fights where it's like, I don't know. When I put up the poll, Virgil Ortiz beats Madrimov, Madrimov beats Ortiz, it's like 50-50. Now we're talking. It's a good fight.
Contrasting these predictions, Coach Bullet has voiced strong support for Raleigh, stating that his fighter is in peak condition and operating in what he calls dog mode. Bullet believes that Romero possesses the necessary attributes to overwhelm Garcia, particularly if he sticks to his strength. According to Bullet, Romero's ability to outwork his opponents is one of his key weapons, and if he maintains his fitness and aggression throughout the fight, he has the potential to stop anyone in the division.
Who you got?
You know I got Rolly. Rolly in shape. Rolly in dog mode again. Fuck him up. We're already in his head for years back, so Rolly knows how to beat him. And like I say, if he goes in shape and bring back the Johnny Taco, the motherfucking centering boxing Rolly, that dog Rolly can stop anybody.
Wait, you say we, so no hard feelings on that. You're rooting for the man then.
I've always rooted for him. I'm never not rooted for him.
On the other hand, Vic Cutman offers a different perspective on Raleigh's chances. He has observed a shift in Romero's fighting style since he started working with Coach Bullet, noting that Romero's natural instincts as a power puncher have been subdued in favor of a more traditional boxing approach. Cutman believes that this adjustment has diminished Romero's confidence in his own power, making him less dangerous than before. While he still speaks highly of Romero as a person, he sees these changes as a major reason why he places his faith in Garcia to win.
Rolly, when he was with Bullet, had a certain fighting style. They tried to change that fighting style and turn him into a boxer. He's not a boxer. They took away a power puncher's power and his belief in himself. And that's why I believe that Ryan Garcia all day long. And I like Rolly.
As the event in Times Square draws closer, anticipation continues to build. The card is shaping up to be one of the biggest boxing nights of the year, with Garcia and Romero headlining, Haney and Ramirez in the co-main event, and Lopez also in action. The stakes are high for all involved. So what are your thoughts about this? Do let us know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out some of our other videos on the screen right now.